I'm an ice hockey goaltender. I played in the NCAA for 5 years for the University of Wisconsin and the University of North Dakota. And I've also played with under 18 Team Canada and under 22 Team Canada. So I just graduated college last year, and yeah, basically right now I'm training and still with the Team Canada program, working towards playing in the Olympics. So that's my ultimate goal. But yeah, basically hockey has been my life since I was little. So yeah, no, for sure. So I started my freshman year at North Dakota, and I did start with the vision trainers. So they got me into it, and I would be using it on the big screen TV. And then we do that every session. But when I moved away from North Dakota, I actually didn't have access to them anymore. So they got me going on my own laptop, and I have my glasses here, and I use those like before every game in practice. So basically like it was part of my weekly routine when I first started out. And then when I didn't have access to the sports vision trainers anymore, I was able to access it on my computer. So it became part of my daily routine as I move forward in my college career. So yeah, so pre-game I would always use it. I found a couple hours before I would leave for the game, I like to use it. It just really got me focused and dialed in. Um, I think like tracking the targets, it simulates a lot of different scenarios, whether it's working through traffic or having to breathe, working on your breath a lot. I found that was huge, like just making sure that I'm staying calm, even when the targets get really fast. So I found it was super effective pre-game because I would like base whatever score I would get off of how ready I felt for the game. So I would have this target where I wanted to hit, and if I didn't hit it, I would redo the session. And I felt like it just really got me prepared and ready to play at my best. So I found pregame super helpful. And then in the summer, I would try to do it in the morning and do it at night. And I found my morning scores were always better because obviously I'm like fresher. And then as I go through the whole day, my night scores weren't as great. So I don't know. I found like multiple ways to integrate it in my game, and I found it super helpful, especially with being a goaltender and having to track a little tiny object at all times. So a huge thing would be like my peripheral vision. Like I find I've gotten a lot better at plays that are like 3-on-0s or 2-on-0s where there's a lot of people coming at me because as a goalie, you have to scan the ice a lot and know obviously what's coming. And I find like NeuroTracker has helped me kind of relax and just like let my eyes, peripheral vision open up kind of thing. So I found on the ice, like just those more high pressure situations like 2-on-0s and rushes down the ice, definitely seen improvements. And then just with my tracking, reading the puck off the stick and right into your glove or into your blocker, I just feel like I'm way better at reading the release point of shooters too. I would say just like in my general life too, when I was using it in college, I found like it was improving my focus level too. Like I found obviously college is tough and you have a lot going on. So I found it really helpful in the classroom too when I was using it while I was in school. No, for sure. Like I really liked it. Like I said, like I was able to take my laptop on the road with me and do it in our hotel room. And then sometimes if I was crunched for time, like I would end up doing it like in the bathroom, at the rink, like in the locker room. Like it's just so flexible. You can take it anywhere basically. So yeah, I really enjoy using the online version. So yeah, just any type of software that kind of exercises your brain in a different way than you get in everyday life, I think is super beneficial. And I know like a lot of my teammates, like were always like, oh, like, what are you doing? Like, this is, is so weird because they would see me with these glasses on. And I would like explain it to them and be like, this is like what it can do for you and like explain my own experience. And I think like once they would hear that, they'd be like, "Oh, like that's cool." But I think like right away people are like, "Oh, how does it work?" and aren't really willing to try it. And then once they do, they're like, "Oh, wow, like there's benefits that aren't just related to hockey, I guess." First of all, like try it out, like see how you like it, but I think that once you try it, you're going to be like, "Oh, wow, like that was difficult." And you're just going to want to keep trying it, keep improving your score and like keep getting better. I know that's what happened to me. Like at first, my first time, I was like, "Wow, like that was tough." And obviously as an athlete, you're competitive. You're like, I want to get a better score the next time. So I think like just try it out and stick with it. You're gonna notice your improvement is just gonna keep going up. Like I've been tracking my improvements on like the online that I've been doing. So it's crazy like seeing like even in the past month or so with like quarantine situations changing and stuff, like I've been doing it a lot. So like my improvement has been like 30% or something. Like it just keeps going up. And I think that's the most exciting thing is it's a software that will like track your progress. And as athletes, we want to see us getting better all the time. So I think that's the biggest thing is try it out, stick with it, and you're going to see a lot of improvements. Mhm.